What's up, everyone? Welcome to Best Car Reviews. I'm Ben, and today we'll be dissecting the 2023 Kia K5. Before we begin, please like and subscribe so I can continue to bring accurate and clear car reviews in under 10 minutes. Let's get started. If you're in the market for an affordable and sporty sedan, then look no further than the Kia K5. Ever since this design came out, it has sold well and turned even more heads. In order to sell vehicles, you need to have a unique and desirable design as well as a reasonable price to accompany it, and Kia has done both with the K5. This is a very competitive segment, and the Kia K5 is continually ranked very highly. Today we'll look at the different trims and details that matter most to you to determine which will be the best bang for your buck. Photos and information in today's video come direct from Kia or from Car and Driver. Let's dive in. The 2023 K5 will be available in 4 different trims. The base will be the new name LXS, then the GT line, EX, and GT. That LXS starts at a very low starting price, $26,415. If you want that top trim, you don't have to spend that much more for it because the GT comes in at $32,815. So 4 trims that are very reasonably priced, especially that top one. It's very manageable for a lot of people, so that's great to see. When we look at engine options, the first 3 will come with the same engine, 1.6 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder that'll put out 180 horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque. So not the fastest car by any means, but also not the slowest. And that top trim GT will come with its very own 2.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder that puts out significantly more horsepower at 290 and significantly more torque at 311 pound-feet. So if you also, want to opt for that GT and get that top trim for just a few thousand more, you also get a much more powerful engine to accompany the looks and everything else that comes with it. So that's definitely a great incentive to buy that top trim that Kia has put out. Looking at the transmission, the first 3 come with an 8-speed, and the GT will come with an 8-speed as well, just slightly modified in the way it performs. So not much difference there at all. Looking at the drivetrain, they are all front-wheel drive, except the GT line does come with an optional all-wheel drive. Why the GT does not is baffling to me. I don't know the answer to that, especially because I'm sure you can probably actually spin your tires if you floor it with that engine in front-wheel drive setup. Plus, if you're going to spend the extra $6,000, get an extra engine or an extra well-performing engine, why are you not getting all-wheel drive even as an option? Yet, why is it not coming standard? That is a big question mark for me, and definitely a disappointment. MPGs, if you get the 1.6 liter with the front-wheel drive setup, you get 27 in the city, 37 on the highway. If you option in that all-wheel drive for the GT line, you'll get 25 in the city, 33 on the highway. And if you get that 2.5 liter on the GT, you get 24 city and 32 highway. So not bad overall for MPGs. Take a look now at the K5, some different pictures of it that will accompany the different trim levels and some different angles at it. This is a great design from Kia. I've always thought that since I started seeing it. This is quite an aggressive looking sedan. It's far more sporty looking than the other options in the segment. And like I said, this is very competitively priced. You get that fastback body style, which is very cool, kind of similar to a Mustang, current gen Mustang. A couple of features to touch on. The LXS, that base trim, has the body style, but is very bland. I think the wheels are quite ugly, but it is that lowest priced. Given the next trim up is less than $2,000 away, I would just ignore this as an option, honestly, unless it's simply all you want. You just want that basic bare bones, but there's really nothing to write home about with this, no pun intended. Across all these trims, you get that unique headlight design with those sharp kind of lightning bolt lines of that orange daytime running light. Very unique feature of this car, very cool. Definitely an appeal to it. The GT line will have 18-inch gloss black sporty wheels, LEDs all around, and just overall for just barely $1,600 more than that first trim LXS, you get a much more cool looking car, for lack of better terms. Absolutely worth the extra money. In the end, if you're already spending that, it's truly not that much more. The GT will be that ultimate K5 trim, but it's nothing crazy beyond, you get that extra engine, but the looks aren't that different. You just get the best looking exterior and interior while still being very reasonably priced. I can see this as being a real option for a lot of people when considering which trim to get. In the end, all these trims, they kind of give the appearance of this being a performance car. Don't forget it's far from that. Even on that GT, that's not crazy numbers. If you're looking for a more capable car, then there's plenty of that option for you. But if you just want some cool performance out of your daily driver, then this is a great option for you. I think the best bang for your buck is absolutely the GT line. You're able to option all-wheel drive unlike the other trims, and you also get a much better looking stock exterior paired with nicer amenities and materials on the inside, while still being very, very extremely affordable. So that's fantastic. Like I said, don't even probably look at the LXS. Just go with that GT line. You're gonna get a great car. Get some interior pictures now, some different setups that you can get. For the price, this interior is quite nice and modern. You can even end up with some wood trim, so that's pretty sweet. Plenty of legroom and headroom, front and the rear. Nothing to worry about there. The EX and the GT line new for 2023 and the GT have acoustic glass that provides some sound dampening, get you a nice quiet cabin. There's also a new option package that gives you a panoramic sunroof, LED interior lights, and glossy black body molding. GT line has standard heated steering wheel and 10-way adjustable driver's seat. That's a cool touch that has. The premium package will add adaptive cruise control, safety features, and full LED headlights. So if you don't have those on your lesser trim, you can option that in. The LXS will come standard with an 8-inch touchscreen. GT line and above can have a 10.3-inch screen. The small screen on the LXS has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto wireless. For some reason, the large screen does not have wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. I think that's totally weird, totally strange, makes no sense to me. Don't ask me why, I don't know the answer. I would go ask Kia and say, what the hell? You can option a 12-speaker Bose sound system as well, so at least you get some nice music. This does have a 5-star safety rating, which is phenomenal to hear. You get tons of safety and driver assist features. In review, guys, this Kia K5 is a sweet looking car. If you give it that GT, you get a sweet performing car too. But in the end, for the purpose of this car, kind of a family sedan, you get kind of more for your money than you might elsewhere. Just a better design and maybe some better features as well. If you're looking for the kind of a performance sedan that you can have, the ultimate grocery getter that's under $35,000, then that GT is a great option. There is some competition there. You could go like Sonata N, Elantra N. There's other options, and maybe those are a little more desirable, better track record. They've been around longer. I know Hyundai's doing some great stuff with that N line system they got going. But in the end, you really can't go wrong with that GT. I've mentioned in my past Kia video, maybe pay attention to how reputable the Kia dealer is that you purchase from. I've heard some horror stories about Kia, and I'm not trying to sway you to not buy Kia. I'm not knocking on Kia. Just maybe do your homework and validate where you're purchasing from, as you should for any car. But I've heard some bad experiences with that. People not being able to get their car fixed, even though it's warranted, blah, blah, blah. So just have, an eye on that. But all in all, I hope this laid things out in a clear way for you guys. Thank you for watching the Best Car Review. Please subscribe if not already, so I continue to grow the channel. And I'll catch you on the next Best Car Review.